Welcome back to Giving Chances Farm. Day 2 of rotating them into the hayfield. Our test of the corral panels. They already eat this section yesterday, and then for a small section we moved them this way. It does keep them secure in there, but it's pretty small and cumbersome to move. So we actually got it to where we could put the step-in post in today. So Brittany's got a lot bigger area for them, because really it took them about an hour to clean this up in the area the first day, and actually only about a half hour today to clean up what fits inside that corral panels. So we went back to the fencing. They seem to be staying put so far. They're getting, the bigger cows are used to this, so they'll stay put on the wire. And my thought is, if the little calf does get out, Rosie comes back anyway. So, and if she does get out of that section, she's not going to eat that much to make it that big of a difference anyway. Plus, we're wanting them to eat it anyway. So, and the hayfield does have a perimeter fence that's good, so they're not really like they can go anywhere when they do get out of the rope. It just doesn't concentrate their manure as much if they get out. So we'll keep them in here for a little while today. It's kind of cooler out this morning. It was 40 again when we woke up this morning, so at least the sun is out, so it gives you that sense of it being a little warmer, even though it's not. It's got a pretty good cool breeze. So we did end up getting a load of mulch this morning also, so I went ahead and brought the cows back and stuck them in the corral while they were dumping mulch, and then I was able to take the tractor over and spread that already, so that's caught up. We're trying to keep everything caught up with that while I'm on vacation. Excuse me. And then today being Friday, that's usually when they bring us more, because a lot of times that's the end of their work week. Not always, but sometimes it is. So Friday seems to be our heavier day on getting mulch. But we've got rain scheduled for the next couple of days, so I want to try and make sure I got that caught up while I can get back here and it's dry. So we'll give them a little bit of time today to graze out here before we bring them back into the main pasture. That way we can get some other things accomplished for the day. But they are enjoying it. Plus, you know, we've already had a couple decent frosts, but you can't really tell it by looking at the pasture, because even the pasture that they've got nibbled down to hardly anything, it's greening back up, because we had all last week was, mid 70s, so everything thought it was springtime again. We even had found a couple dandelions coming back up again out in the pasture, so it's kind of that weird time frame right now that I'm not exactly sure weather-wise. It doesn't want to make up its mind what it is, whether it's wanting to be fall or winter or summer. It just kind of does its own thing. I mean, here in Indiana we always kind of joke that we can have all 4 seasons in one day, and a lot of times that holds pretty true. So there's been plenty of times where I can remember times of it snowing in the morning and then being in a t-shirt later that afternoon. So it's kind of weird.
Great old Indiana weather.
Yeah, right. So, but the cows they seem to be enjoying this. And excuse me, the nice thing about this hayfield is when we did go through and reseed things, we put the same mix in the hayfield as what we used in the pasture. So when we do bale hay out here, then they don't worry too much about it because they're used to eating the same stuffs. But by adding their manure and urine to this hayfield, it will help kind of rejuvenate everything, because when you bale hay, you come in and you cut it short, it actually takes a lot of nutrients away from the field, so you have to keep up with it. And we don't want to add synthetic fertilizer if we don't have to. So we'd rather use the natural stuff. For one, it's cheaper on us, and two, it's better for soil health. So.
Well, we don't want our bees to get in the mix neither.
Right. But there's little Rosie out there in the middle.
Okay.
She's definitely getting to the spunky side of her now, to where she lets you get just close enough that you think you're going to get within arm's reach of her, and then she'll move. She doesn't really take off running, she just moves and stays just outside of arm's reach from you. So it won't be too much longer, and I'll be actually putting a little bit more time in with her. That way I can get her to come to me and we can put our hands on her again and get her to the point where she's halter broke and likes us touching her and those kind of things like the rest of the herd does. Because even Chocolate and Sunday, which is the two original on the farm, neither one of them are halter broke, but they are to the point now where they will let you scratch on them.
Except for the last time when the vet was here, he thought he had Cheyenne or Angel,
Yeah.
whichever one. But it turned out to be it was Chocolate, and he's like, "Why do you keep on fighting me with this halter?"
Yeah, she did actually let me put it on her. Well, sort of. But I got it on her and got her walked into the chute for the vet that day. But it was rather interesting, that's to say the least. She didn't hurt me or anything like that. She just kept kind of tossing her head side to side. I mean, not enough that it was bothering me. And she did walk where I wanted her to walk. She didn't really fight it too bad, other than just, like I said, she was just shaking her head side to side.
I mean, she has had a halter when we had her in the chute to put a new tag in her ear.
Yeah, but not like, she wasn't actually walked with a halter like the rest of them. Because all the others have been shown except for, well, there's 3 out here right now that have not been shown yet, but they're on the list for next year. So Rosie, the little one, and then the 2 boys, Frosty and Lucky Charm. So that's one of them there.
And then I think in between the 2
of the group of 4 right there, the one in the back is the other one. If they stand side by side, I can tell you which one's which, because Frosty's just a little bit taller than Lucky Charm, but from a distance I can't tell them. But to me,
I think that
one over there is Frosty and this one's Lucky Charm. I can tell you when they go back up to their mama, so because I know which one of them's which mom. And then Chocolate is the one we were, Sunday, the one with the short tail, is the one we were talking about. She was the original cow that we bought as a cow calf pair that started us into the American Aberdeen breed. Which actually, back when we bought her, they were still called lowlines. So, but they do real good on small acreage like what we have, and they're kind of versatile. So they do well here where the temperature changes, but they also do well, like we know of people clear in Texas, even in the heat, that they do well. They're still pretty heat tolerant. Here, we in the summertime, when it's above 70, we supplement them with Vitafirm's heat mineral, which this year actually worked out better for us because we use Concept Aid also from Vitafirm. And this year they actually merged that heat mineral into the Concept Aid product, so we didn't have to buy 2 bags, because in the past we've had to buy the one Concept Aid bag and then the other one of the heat mineral. This year we were able to buy the heat all at once, and then in times when it's not warm out, we just use the Concept Aid. We have noticed the difference for us. They just seem more active with the heat mineral, because I know prior to us using the product, when it was warm out, you know, being black cattle, midday when the sun's up at its high point and it's the warmest, you would see them tucked under the trees, in the shaded areas, instead of out grazing as much. But now that we've been using that heat, they'll actually be out grazing midday. I mean, they still lay down some, but you see them a lot more frequently out in the middle, and they'll be in dead center of the pasture, no shade, no nothing, eating. So it has done a lot for us. So hope everybody enjoys the videos. Don't forget to like and subscribe, share on social media with your family and friends. If you're new to our channel, welcome. We do have a couple of new subscribers here recently. A few of them have their own channels as well. So if you are a new subscriber to us, you have your own channel, go ahead and comment a link to your channel in our comments below, and maybe our viewers will come over and check you out, and we can help each other out that way. So, hope you have a good day, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.